Hello and welcome, my doo-doo heads, who also now realize that poop is actually a little bit more interesting than you originally thought. In fact, if you zoom in on a large, steamy pile, you can see that there's a bit of a mini-universe of billions of microorganisms, all just trying to survive on this unpredictable and unnerving world. You're not realizing that there's more to this world of fecal coverings than may be visual from a quick glance, changing your stance on reality and maybe even your views of the four dimensions of the universe itself. Thank you, Poop. Thank you, Poop, for opening our eyes. Because today we've got another cool video for you guys, but before we get there, we got to talk about you guys pressing that like button. If you're, feeling enticed by our wonderful intro here today. Press that like button. You can subscribe if you want. You can use my SJB Nexus code, which is just SJB. Or you could just sort of live your life. Live your life the way you want to, it's kind of up to you. Because today what we're going to do is we're going to try to get Sauda to 2 million pops. Now, we've done this with a couple of heroes so far, and I have a feeling that Sauda should be, at face value, a pretty simple hero to pull this off with, but it might be a little bit more tricky than we might imagine, right from the get-go, because Sauda has an issue with range, and she's got an issue with a lot of surprising weaknesses you might not imagine. First of all, she pops camos, and she pops a lot of balloons, so, that looks awesome on paper. But then she's got the problem with lead balloons, which is a little more complicated than just sort of magically figuring this out, because there's a lot of different options to possibly figure this out and actually make it go down for us. Sauda's got the ability to get an alchemist on her, which will give her that lead popping power at least a little bit. She's got the ability to go for a Mib, which we can go for lead popping power, or we can go fancy pants and just try to get her up to level 13, which is going to be the ability to pop all balloons, which means we can pop leads. That's pretty cool. So we don't really need to worry about her for DDTs or stuff like that later on in the game. But early leads are actually pretty complicated to deal with. But, as you can plainly see, we saved up over $3,000, and we're surviving with Sauda all up by ourselves, defeating everything. It's pretty cool, gotta admit. We're going to throw a village in the corner over here. I'm planning on putting more towers down eventually, but I don't know how, when, or where. But I have a feeling it's going to be somewhere in this vicinity if I do. And I know for a fact that I do want a glue gunner. So we're going to throw down our glue gunner right about here. We're going to go for a jungle drums here to just kind of speed everybody up. And then we're also going to go for the glue soak, stick your glue, and eventually, once I get the money, stronger glue. And that's going to be our basic strategy for quite a while here. So let's see how it goes down. Now, if you guys are not used to 2 mega pop challenges, it's kind of interesting because there's about 2,040,000, not 2,400,000, 2,040,000 pops total in the game. So you basically can't have any other tower pop more than 40,000 balloons, which so far we've got 0, but that may not last forever. We're eventually going to have something that pops balloons. I just don't know how, what, when, or where just yet. I'm playing this by ear. I don't have any automatic thoughts here. Luckily, as far as lead popping power goes, around 30 shouldn't be too bad for us. We're just going to jump on it. I think by the time these guys wrap around, we'll be able to do something about it. Hopefully. Come on, little lead balloons. Woo! All right. So the next big lead problem for us is round 37, but then also round 38, 2 in a row, which makes using our abilities just that much more complicated. We might be able to get fancy with it and do something a little gooftastic where we try to do them on some sort of corner here where we get a lot of extra lead popping power or something like that, but it's still going to be difficult to make that actually happen, so we have to hope for the best. If we can't pull that off, though, I think we're going to have to go elk, because we're already level 6, but that's 7 levels away from getting our lead popping power, and I don't know, it's a lot of levels, guys. And that doesn't include the fact that there's probably going to be more lead balloons after that. Of course, we can spend our money on leveling Sauda up if we wish, if we desire, but at this point, because I haven't had any issues yet, I want to save my money and see what I'm going to do. I don't need a black chimps medal, I just need a chimps medal. And 2 million pops, obviously. So we got to make sure all that happens. But like I was saying earlier, Sauda has some weaknesses in the mid-game. She really struggles against big chunks of Moabs around, 50 to 60 are pretty troublesome. And then later on in the game as well, having her do everything is not super duper easy to do, and you rely a lot on your 2 abilities to kind of combine together in some mysteriously and magical way to make it all go down. All right, here we go. Here's round 37. Aw, crap. Lead balloon's missing. All right, here we go. I think this actually could work out okay here. We're going to let this lead balloon flop out. We're going to go boom right there. Look at that lead balloon destruction. pretty not. Oh! That's not good. I did not want that to happen. Dang. All right, so that means our ability here is going to kind of suck. Yeah, it's gonna suck. All right, well, this is brutal. All right, let's see if we can survive here. Otherwise, we're doomed. All right, so Sauda's... Oh, yeah, look at this. The red balloons are sneaking through. Can't level her up. Can't do nothing here, really. Dang. All right, well, I do think there is a definite chance of this actually going properly in some rare situations. It's not going to be the case for us today. So we're just going to have to rely on our elk to do the job. It's actually a pretty decent spot. But we're going to have to watch the pop count very closely here. There's really not much I could do about this besides giving up and restarting if we get too high, which is kind of upsetting, but it is what's part of the game here. And we're just going to go all the way up to Stronger Stem, so basically make Sauda just all-powerful at this point in the game. But one thing we're going to stay away from is we're going to stay away from the bottom path upgrade here. Now, you notice 89 pops already. I mean, comparatively, that is a bad deal, especially if we were a big herd of sheep. That'd be a very, very bad deal. All right, round 40 here, boys. Let's see what we can do. Jump. Jumpity jump. Right from the get-go. And, yeah, Alchemist is doing a lot of pops there, but... Yeah, I'm kind of upset about this, man. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go down. I feel like it's only going to get way, 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 way worse. But 60 rounds, even if you average 100 balloons per round, it's not... well, that's bad. Yeah, so we can't do that. That's... No. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Well, anyways, this was a video idea from you guys. You guys suggested that I keep on making videos on Hero 2 Mega Pops and trying to do as many heroes as possibly can. To be honest, when you first look at Sauda, I think Sauda is probably one of the highest recommended, easiest hero for 2 Mega Pops, just because she's known as being very, very powerful. I don't know if she's automatically that easy, but hopefully this Alchemist doesn't cause any chaos for us. But so far, nothing too crazy. All right, let's do a jump. Take it down. Okay, lead balloons are still kind of an issue because she's not level 13 yet, but most of our money from now on is actually to go straight into Sauda levels. Ba-bam! Just get her up quick, man. It'll save us more pops in the long run. All right, 51. Oh, easy, dude. Easy. Now, sadly, there's really not much we can do with any of this village action here. We've got the overclock. We've got the glue that I could get Moab glue. And that's kind of it for a long time. The only other thing that I could do to possibly, like, boost myself up is either Permabrew, which is 64 grand and reasonably affordable. Could probably pull that off. Or going straight to an Energizer. Now, if you look at the Alchemist here, you're going to notice that the Alchemist does pretty much continuously non-stop alchemize Sauda, so there's really not that much of a reason to go for Permabrew. Yes, it will make us more powerful, but will it be $64,800 more powerful? Unlikely. I think we're better off using other things instead, which means Energizer and probably 4th tier mid, which is exactly what I didn't want to do earlier, but now I'm realizing maybe I should have just went for it anyways, because it really isn't saving us time, money, or effort at pretty much at all. But I didn't have a round 38 anyway, so I didn't have the money to make that happen. I couldn't even make it happen if I wanted to. I digress. Too many issues, kind of all over the place, guys. You know what? I am not upset with how things are going. Our Alchemist has got 1,000 pops. Okay. Yeah. We're still relying on this kind of weird combination of Sauda ability and alchemy to make sure this all goes down. But like I said, I actually did the math wrong in my head earlier. I was thinking about it, and I'm like, okay, wait. 10 rounds times 100 is only 1,000 total pops. Not 40,000, but only 4,000 for 40 rounds. That's not bad at all. I mean, that's a big margin of error for all of us here. So I think I've got to keep up with it. Of course, that keeps in mind that we have to try to keep this below 100 or so per round, just to keep that number kind of in our head here. But even if we go up to 2,000 per round, that's still not the end of, or not 2,000, 200 per round, that's not the end of the world. If we get to 2,000 per round, oh, we donezo. Oh boy, we donezo. There's no chance. So I have a feeling that I'm probably going to end up getting pops off of Energizer, seeing some Moabs or some Gods or something like that. And then I think I'm going to have to get something else in here. I just don't know what I'm going to have to get yet. All right, I am going to go for the Moab glue. It's not like, ooh, round 63. Dang, it's actually going down pretty easy here. Woo! All right, we're going to do a quick jump. Wait for these balloons to get in the front. And that was not that great. It was okay, but not that great. I'm going to have to sword charge here. But I think luckily for us, sword charge will probably end up being okay because there's more balloons on the screen. Yes. All right, 63. Not too bad, man. Not too bad. And now we got the money afloat. I think I'm going to go straight into my Energizer. I mean, more overclocks doesn't really matter that much, but having Sauda's abilities back faster just automatically makes me feel safer and better about the game. So, it's kind of weird, but it's also going to be kind of like a miniature safety net just in case something gets really, really crazy in the backpack here. I'll have this available to me. Oh, I got the 2 pops again. I stole it. In my Adora video, people were wondering, I was like, how the heck did this guy get 2 pops? Did something really get back here? No. It's when the advanced intel pops up. When the advanced intel pops up for that 1 second, he shoots out 1 dart randomly across the screen, and of course, hits 2 balloons. So, just kind of the huge for us. Alright, if you beat round 65, you are not going to lose in the late 60s, and probably not the early 70s either. So, we'll probably meet you guys back when we got Energizer money. Things are still going great. 3,000-ish pops for our elk. I feel like I could probably just throw the elk down wherever I want to and just never worry about him in those situations. It's really about having to force ourselves to do other weirder things to make it all go down properly that actually causes most of the chaos. Luckily for us, though, you know what? Let's go for a quick jump. Perfect spot for our jump. And then we're going to go for a sword charge kind of early as well. Possibly too early, but... Oh, dang. Oh, dang. Round 75, bro. All right, let's go, Energizer. Let's get our abilities back quicker. Is this going to keep us alive? That's too scary for me. Like I said, though, guys, anything can still cause problems. Round 75. I mean, that's one of the tougher rounds, admittedly. But we're level 12. We've got buffs quite a bit. Kind of all over the place. Lead balloons are kind of causing some chaos, but that shouldn't cause too much chaos for us. I think the main thing I need to do is I need to make sure I pop Sauda on strong here. Let's pop the BFB layers and stuff like that, and we're going to sword charge through everything else. I think that's the best plan for us. Let's do that. Check this out. Another one of these guys. Before the balloons get through, we're going to go for a sword charge, and that's going to wipe out most of the balloons, allowing us to finally finish off. Delish. Oh, crap. I don't have a sword charge for round 76, though. That's not good. All right, good news is we're actually popping a lot of them, but are we popping enough of them to actually kill everything? Seemingly. Yes, we are. Delicious. And we get Energizer back up. All right, now abilities are going to happen about 20% faster. It's nothing insane, but 20% faster is enough to make a 20% change in popping power, if you ask me, man. This is a big boy. This is the one that's really going to keep us in the game here against a lot of these late-game rounds. And I think instead of spending all my money on Sauda right now, I think I'm probably... See, look at this, man. Holy crap, nuggets. Got to get rid of those balloons and got to leave Sauda unstrong. It's just the way it's got to be. But I think we're going to go mid. I think we're going to go all the way up as soon as we can. All right, another big rush of balloons. Leaping Sword trying to keep us in the game. Energizer. Dang. I really feel like I should be doing a better job, but I don't even know if first is going to help at all compared to strong. But maybe I do have to do more random kind of adjustments live. All right, still more balloons. That was a good ability, about as good as I'm going to get. Still a lot of pink balloons taken through here. And we lose. Well, we had to restart, and I made it to round 63 without having to buy any Alchemist, which was kind of impressive, if I do say so myself. But it's finally time. Fortunately, it shouldn't be too bad for us now for a little while. And I've got $25,000 saved up so I can make some plays, but we'll meet you guys back on 78 because that's where I got to last time. Alright, so we've done something a smidge different. First of all, we put our Energizer sub in a more suitable location. We definitely got the Alchemist much later, which means we have less pops on our Alchemist. Up to things are going pretty good, and because this guy's actually in the back doing something, he's actually kind of a helpful safety net. The thing is, we still have to watch his pops a little bit, but, you know, I mean, we've got time and everything to make this all go down, so I'm hoping that this is just going to be fan-frickatastic, hopefully. And it's really, really nice to have our ability come back whenever we need it, basically. But I shouldn't say whenever we need it, because there's still, surprisingly, a bit of a lack of Sauda popping power. Every single round, it really comes down to me using my abilities properly, rather than just Sauda just automatically killing everything, you know? Every single round, I think I'm using not only one ability, but up to 2 or even 3 abilities just to kind of keep myself alive at this point. And also to try to keep the pops to a limited amount. But of course, again, it's climbing, man. And it's climbing quick. And I honestly don't know the best solution to kind of make this all go down properly. I could level up Sauda, but I still think I'm probably better off still trying to buff her in other weird ways. So that's going to be my plan for now. And we'll have to see kind of how it goes. All right, here's round 80, Zamagird. I'm really not that afraid of the Zomagod layer itself. I'm not afraid of the BFB layers themselves. I'm not even afraid of the Moab layers themselves. I'm afraid of the Bloons on the inside. So I put her on strong for now just to get rid of the Moab layer. And now we're just going to go whoop and walk right through these things. But we got to be careful because every single round pretty much going to need this guy, I think, at this point. We are getting to the point where we're very close to getting a, what's the fourth tier called? A call to arms. I was called the MIB, and then I just kind of forget what the heck else is going on here, but call to arms could be the next big leap for us, and I think it's probably going to be a necessity, because look at these Bloons already, man. We're having some major issues. Hardcore. All right, let's at least get ready for this thing. Let's go for our ability really quickly, because, of course, we can survive. Energizer can keep us alive against ceramics, but how many pops is he going to be stealing away from us, man? I mean, right now it doesn't seem too bad in the hundreds, but, I mean, look at this. It's just going to jump up really, really quickly into the thousands soon. All right, we're going to try to time this ability. Kablamo, decent, not great. Decent, not great. It's still climbing down there for this sub. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Do I really want to let the sub steal thousands of pops? I think I got to retry. Okay, we're going to start off by at least leveling Sauda up one more level. It's only 3,000. I know we're going to have to buy some Sauda levels eventually anyways, and we're just going to buy that MIB so we can get ready to get the Call to Arms, because I'm guaranteeing myself I'm going to get a Call to Arms. I don't know exactly when, but I'm guaranteeing it. All right. Pretty nice jump from us. Look at that. Pretty much perfect timing. I get the big problem here is just Super Ceramics. She's not that great against Super Ceramics. We're going to have to go for our early enchanted swords already. Oh my god, and still the swords aren't taking down these ceramics. It's absurd. All right, I got her on strong. I got to move her back to first here for a second. Energizer. I don't know what the limit is that I want to try to keep myself at here, man, but 1,000 seems like a big number already. Like a big, big number. And these are good sword jumps, too. Like right on top of the map, right where I need them to be, and we're still not doing great here. The worst part is overclock kind of overlaps itself, so I can't even like time overclock to be even better or faster or something like that. It's like we already always have overclock. An Energizer sub is going to get about 1,000 pops on a single round. Extrapolate that out, boys, and this is not going to be looking good, especially when Alchemist is only going to get more and more pops and already at 4K. Whew, baby. All right, Sauda, man. It's tricky. Trickier than you could have ever imagined. All right, another... Oh, that wasn't perfect. If I could do that 1 second earlier, I would be very much happy with that. We're going to move her strong again. I'm going to try to do the enchanted swords real quick against as many ceramics as I possibly can. All right, let's go for it. And we're going to switch her back to first right after we're done. What do we get for this? Attack's even faster. I think we're going to have to go for that, man. But I really want to get this Call to Arms. We're only a couple grand away. We're going to have to use the Energizer. We're going to have to sacrifice the Energizer pops just to make this happen for this next round. Then hopefully for future rounds, we'll be much, much, much better off. Hopefully Energizer can also pop these Bloons. Oh, look at that. I don't think they would have popped that. That's crazy, though. The absolute, like, last thing I want to do is have to spend more money on a nuclear submarine that I don't want to have any pops on in the first place. I ran out of breath there, I don't know if you could tell, but it felt kind of weird. All right, maybe we can time our abilities just a smidge better. Again, we could buy this, but that's just putting us further away from this, which just causes more chaos in the long run, I think. All right, we're going to leave her on first for a little bit here. Definitely keep up the overclocks. We're going to jump on these guys. A little bit better timing there. Going to do a lot more damage to the BFBs. Let's move them to strong real quick so we can get as many mobs popped so we can get our ceramic damage up. And back to first. Enchanted swords kind of at the last second here. Boom. All right. That was pretty good. I would not say fantastic, but pretty good. I'm happy with it. We got another sword jump here. We're going to put her on close. Just to jump on these BFBs right while they're next to me. And on top of the next wrap around here. It takes a lot of skill, man, to like do these jumps and time them and make sure you're positioning and everything. All right, here's the overclock. We're going to hope that the Energizer sub can, again, just clean up these guys. We've got to watch them somewhat carefully. I have no other abilities to play, so I don't really even have to watch Sauda over there. And the Energizer sub, after it pops to rainbows, it just goes green, then nothing. So there's not really much going on there. And this guy, less than 2,000 pops. I am not upset with that. I think that is an acceptable value of pops for us, which also gets us to Call to Arms land. And now for the possibly at least the near future, but possibly the rest of the future of this entire game, we spend money on Sauda. It's just kind of the way it's going to go down. All right, put her on close here. Let's do the jump, move her back to first, and we're going to call to arms here. Let's see how much this is going to help. All right, call to arms, clearly very, very helpful. We're going to need that pretty much every single round here, and that means you're probably going to want to use it somewhat earlier on in the round if possible, just to try to get rid of some of these balloons, so then we can eventually go through and use it on the next round whenever we actually need it. So that's kind of the hope. You never know if it's going to go down that way, but that's the hope. All right. And now keep in mind, Energizer Sub can steal some pops. That is not the end of the world. All right, let's go for this call to arms real quick, and then we're going to probably clean up with the enchanted blades here in just a minute. Yeah, a few more balloons getting popped by this puppy. Whew. Schloof the woof. And I got her on first. I think this is good enough. Decent, decent. Maybe we don't need enchanted blades this round. I think I'm going to use them anyways. Yeah, I'm just going to go for them anyways. I think that there's a possibility that the sub would have ended up stealing some of them, and even some of them at this point could be a game breaker. All right, and we got it back halfway to, already. Pretty sweet. All right, 85, Big Zermagerd. We're going to go for all of our early abilities here, and then probably, again, Enchanted Blades here to kind of clean up the rest of the balloons. Possibly. But maybe not. Maybe we don't even need them. First one I got is Dunzo. Second Zermagerd. Also probably Dunzo, I think. I'll do at least one jump. That'll hopefully keep me away from using this. Nope, I'm just going to go for it. We get our ability specs. Oh my god, what? Man, and Sauda just, ugh. Man. You know, I mean, she's good and all that, but, oh boy. I mean, comparing herself to, like, Adora and even Quincy with a lot of buffs, she's not as good. Like, very, very clearly, not as good late game. So I'm using all of my buffs, kind of all at the same time here. I don't have a Perma Brew, which does affect us in a smidge of a sad way. But I think I'm better off just leveling her up. I would not have enough money to get her to level 20 and to get a Perma Brew guaranteed. So I think we're better off just leveling her up whenever we get the money. Increased attack range, popping power, and leaping sword attack deals more damage. Okay, all of those are fantastic things. I think level 16, though, if I remember correctly, is actually the level we really are going to care about here, because Enchanted Blades doing more damage is really what's going to be clutch. And if we can get her up to level 20, having them wrap around 3 times instead of just the sad little 1 time will be a big difference for us. All right, so she's still on first. Let's go for Call to Arms first. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a chaotic scene right here, admittedly. We get to level her up, and then we're going to do... I'm going to wait this out. I actually feel like we got this. Dang, all right. Yeah, all right. Leaping, yeah, increased attack range and popping power. The popping power somehow just made a big difference. I accept. I accept. She really does look like she's doing more damage now, too. Yeah! Level 15 was the game changer we needed. All right, so it's weird, but Sauda has big... I can't think of the word for it, but in League... Oh, dang. In League of Legends... power spike. She's got power spikes. That's what it is. Where certain levels, just automatically, she is going to be way more powerful than other levels. And it could be just level 14 to level 15, but it makes a big difference. Specifically, like when in playing League of Legends, you know, now this isn't League of Legends. I don't even play that much. I'm not even that good at League of Legends. But specifically when somebody has like 3,000 gold or something like that, goes back and buys their main big item. Specifically a big item that kind of like merges with other items to give them like a huge power spike compared to a lot of other people, and just makes them significantly better kind of randomly. All right, again, still more Bloons trying to snake through here. Energizer Sub still keeping us alive and not stealing that many of the pops. I think that's the main thing here. Only up to 2,000 at this point. Alkit's at 6. So we have only about 8,000, less than 10,000 with 10 rounds to go. So 30,000 pops between these two guys and possibly anything else they'll have to build. That seems reasonable to pull off. All right, now we got DDTs. She is level 13, so she can automatically hit DDTs. That's sweet. Didn't even need to use any buffs or anything like that, and she's taking them down. And I'm going to buy the next level Sword Charge. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, crap. That was a terrible play. That was a terrible, terrible play. All right, let's just see if we can survive here. I'm going to put her on strong for 1 second so I can pop some of these VFBs and stuff. And we're going to go for something a little wild here. We're going to go for our Sword Charge. Kablamo, shablamo. Taking most of those puppies down. Back to first. And, yep, not bad, not bad. Ooh, still some of them sneaking through, though, bro. Still some of them. It's weird, but I guess the ceramic is only like 20 to 100 pops, so it's like not that big of a deal when they do sneak through. All right. Okay. We're still alive. That's the main thing, guys. I think the main thing at this point is not even necessarily actually getting all the pops. It's just surviving. Like, I think the pops are going to happen, but can we beat round 98 and round 99 and round 100 without getting very many more buffs than what we currently have here, only leveling her up just a little bit? That is definitely a weird and tricky question to answer. I don't know it. I don't know the answer. But we'll find out together. We will find out together, my friends. All right, round 93, reinforced balloons and a couple DDTs. Should be no big deal for Sauda. She's got it covered. Surprisingly, reinforced balloons don't seem like... I don't want to say they're not a big deal, but they don't seem as big of a deal as I might expect from Sauda. Earlier on, they were. You know, I mean, they're still kind of sneaking through here. It's not horrible. It's not horrible. All right, another big sword charge from us. You can tell we can knock randomly reinforced ceramics down into zero balloons. That's so weird. So weird. All right, that's not many pops at all for Energizer. I would have expected more at this point. 94, another very beefy level. We're going to go for an early jump here, early call to arms, and also an early sword charge because I'm planning on using the sword charge again this round, I believe. I believe. At least that's the plan, man. All right, a bunch of Moab still kind of all over the place. We got $17,000 to work with here if we really want to do something fancy. I'm going to wait till these balloons pop, and we're going to jump on these Oh My Gods here. I want to get them all kind of bundled up here. Oh, heck yeah. Jumble them up. Bundle them up in my face. But it's almost kind of a bad thing to have too many Oh My Gods pop at the same time. Could be chaos for us. All right, Sauda ability. We do have the sword charge back and ready to go whenever we need it. I'm feeling like we're probably going to need it pretty soon. All right, we're just going to go for it. I don't want to steal too many pops away from that. I feel like we can probably comfortably beat most of the rest of the stuff here. Most of. We're going to put her on close for a second here and jump on... Oh, that was a terrible jump! How many pops we stealing? All right, we're tanking it. I mean, we're close. 4,000, 8,000, that still seems reasonable. Seems acceptable losses. Acceptable losses, my friends. And 98 is going to be more crazy, too, because Energizer might actually have to do a lot of pops on that just to help us survive. All right, good news is, many balloon layers at once. Woo! Oh, I got her on close still. All right, call to arms this up. You don't want to call to arms sword charge combo because that's going to do absolutely nothing. But looks like it's kind of happening anyway. Oh, crap. I think that might have snuck through. All right, this seems absolutely idiotic and stupid, but I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going airburst darts on my Energizer sub to give him more popping power in the back here. I don't want to die more than I don't want to get pop stolen. So we're going to do that. I'm also going to go for a double Moab glue thingamajig. Both these guys on last. And then I got the money here for level 17. And we're going to move her back to first. Hopefully that'll work out for us a little bit better, because clearly round 95 is pretty much pure and utter chaos. Also, we're going to put these guys on strong instead of last. This is where last doesn't make as much sense as strong. At least not anymore. All right. I think I'm going to wait until the first DDT gets right around here. We're going to try to jump on it. It's a little difficult to time with DDTs, though, because they're very, very quick. It's hard to tell what Sauda's going to do and how she's going to do it. But here we go. Okay, a little bit mistimed. Not horrible, though. Called arms still pretty early here. Balloons are going down. Balloons are going down significantly better than whatever the heck happened last time for no reason, seemingly. I mean, I used my abilities slightly different, obviously, but I didn't feel like it was going to be that big of a difference. And I got sword charge, but I don't think we're going to need it. Booyah. And money is going to be coming in quick. Levels going to be leveling up quick here as well. How much money we save per round here? 2 red balloons. Come on. Come on, dude. Look at that. All right, 29 down to 23, so about $6,000, $7,000 saved on experience. It's all right, I guess. All right, call to arms early seems to help us out a lot. Going very well right now. We're going to just randomly jump on things close by. Move back to first. And holy crap, there's a lot going on here. All right, a fairly early, I guess, Enchanted Blades. Fairly early. We'll have a call to arms, though, ready to go for these Oh My Gods, though. That's pretty sweet. All right. Charge her up. Still only 4K. I'm happy with that action. Delish. All right, I'm going to wait on my jump here until we get to lower balloons. I don't know exactly what... Yeah, you know what? This feels good. Let's just do it on the ceramics here. Kind of clean up some of them. Oh, crap. We're going to have to go for another Enchanted Blades for sure. Oh, Sword Charge, whatever they're called. I don't even know, bro. I don't know what anything's called these days. Should I just learn real quick? How do we sound about that? All right, Sword Charge. Yeah, something is Enchanted Blades somewhere. Enchanted Blades is around level 13, and then the Leaping Sword attack. So, yeah, I think I call that the... What do I call that? Do I call it Leaping Sword? Maybe. I like to make up my own names for things a lot. Here we go, level 18. Oh, there we go, another Enchanted Blade. So that's just her attack, just in general, is just the Enchanted Blades. All of them are enchanted. At least once you reach level 13. All right, that was a big change for us. We're going to jump on these again fairly early here. Just slowly do some residual damage over time. And we got to go for this quick ability here, Sword Charge them up. Feels good, but we don't have that for round 99, or round 98, at least not right away. All right, we're going to go for an early jump here, right as soon as these Bloons get over here. Bam. Oh, not perfect, but not bad. It's probably going to reach over here. Dang, this is what it's going to come down to, guys. We got 10K, we got 4K. That's only 14K. We got 3 rounds to go. So again, it's not about the pops, it's about surviving. We might have to build something else to just help us survive here, which is absurd. Obviously, nobody likes that. Nobody wants to do that, but it sometimes just has to be done. Holy crap. All right, we're going to go for an early jump here once these Bloons get over here. I don't know exactly where she jumped, but that was ridiculous. Overclock here. Call to arms first. These ceramics are trying to sneak through, but I don't care. All right, we're just going to let her fight him off, man. Fight him off. Fight him off, baby. All right, we got to go for this real quick, like... It wasn't perfect, but it wasn't bad. But Super Ceramics would have snuck through. All right, so what we're doing is, since we are probably going to lose to Super Ceramics, we're going to go for an Arctic Wind with larger radius over here. And we're going to get the refreeze. That's all the money we got for now. I might also buy Snowstorm, though. It seems weird, but it could just slow the Bloons down next to Sauda and actually allow her to get more pops. She's got 1.5 million, and that's it right now. Almost 1.6. That's still pretty far range away here. I could go for more glue and things like that, but it probably won't help. All right, definitely overclock. Definitely this. Again, we're going to try to wait for this kind of wrap around here. That was a slightly better sword jump, if you ask me. I like doing it on cross paths exactly. If you can do that, you are good. We're going to move her to strong for a quick second here. Kill these oh my gods for a quick second. All right. I think I'm going to go for my... move to first again with Enchanted Blades. Fairly early, probably going to have to use it again. We're going to hope that we use another, you know what, let's move it close, jump on it real quick. Bloons are getting killed over here in the corner, which is nice. Call to arms coming up soon. Call to arms is up with the overclock. It's going to give us a lot of pops here. We got the money for it. We're going to go Snowstorm. Oh, we don't have the ability yet. Ah, crap. All right, how are we doing on pops, man? A lot of pops getting popped over here. A lot of pops. We're up to like 10K here. We got to slow this down. All right next to Sauda, hopefully. 9,100, okay. Still within reason. Still within reason. Acceptable losses. Yes, 1.9 million. All right. Definitely some scary stuff going on here, folks. But this ice tower actually could come in pretty clutch here. Slow everything down. DDT still want to sneak through. I will say, nay! Nay, you will not sneak through my defense. And, ooh, 50K pops. I think you get enough from a bad to get 50K, but I'm not 100% sure, and I'm definitely not 100% sure with Sauda existing on the screen. All right. Actually, it'd be really sweet if I moved her around with some sort of heli pilot against this guy, but I did not plan for that at all for money. So hopefully this doesn't end up biting us in the butt in any way. Another call to arms before she gets out of range. All right, another jump. And there it is, baby! Slow it down. Enchanted Blades, that crap. And Sauda. Oh, baby. 1.99. It's not there yet, though, friends. We can do at least one more jump. All right, let's overclock. We're going to call to arms. Freeze right next to it. You know what? Let's jump on it one more time before we even get over here. Let's wait till we get in range. And call to arms. Let's freeze it all right next to her. And there it is. 2 million pops, my friends. 2 mega pops has been achieved with Sauda. That was actually really difficult. That was my most difficult 2 Mega Pops yet, actually. Kind of surprisingly. You would expect Sauda to do a better job, but pff, she's got some issues, man. Mid-game, total popping power, just by herself. Buffs don't really work that great on her. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is, but it's the way the cookie crumbles, my friends. It's the way the cookie crumbles. If you guys enjoyed, press that like button, subscribe, and have a super duper delicious day.